last year because of the decrease in local government aid that we took at the end of 2009. We took a huge hit on about the last day of the year after you've spent the money. So this is where it was taken from. The airport fund is up $2,000 from 18 to 20, and the fire department is up $2,000 from 28 to 30. So essentially a fairly conservative increase. This increase amounts to, if you're into percentages, 4.2% overall.
Wasn't there a 10% figure batted around on another meeting?
You wanted to increase by 10?
No, wasn't, but didn't somebody say something about 10%?
There has been, I hear numbers, I believe it's the lean manufacturing principle. I haven't been giving, are you telling me that I got marching orders to reduce it by 10%?
No.
No.
I thought that they
I
had
know.
mentioned for 10% levy.
I know there's been council members who have, if that's your wishes collectively, then you should take this number and reduce it by 10% and send that to the governor. I would caution you not to do that yet until the factors play out over the coming 2 months. Primarily, one, the election, and two, after you've had a chance to see what, and I understand your desire to keep expenses down and not to do things, but I would also caution you that you have things that are started that need to be completed, like the levy recertification. Those are efforts that you will need to find dollars for, and even if we're able to find other matching sources, which we hope there are, everybody likes to double their money, sort of. So you find some department, let's say the DNR wants to throw some more money in. They'll ask some from you to make it look like there's more from them. It's just the way the world works in government. And it's a good way because it spreads dollars further. So, yes, I've heard the 10% from a council member, but I don't believe it's a policy that's been established by the group as a whole. And if you've made that motion, then I missed that.
And I don't know if it was clear 10% of what.
It doesn't really apply to the conversation we're having here right now. We want to encourage staff to cut expenses 10%, but we need to set this levy right now, and we can't just say cut it 10% and then put ourselves in a hole later on. The increase is, how much?
4.2%.
Well, it's reasonable to report that to the county right now. We can always bring it down. We can't raise it. So what we're asking for right here is perfectly reasonable. I suggest we do it. Any comment?
We need to set these dates, make a motion to set these dates and send this on to the county, correct?
Yes.
It would be this resolution.
Okay.
Do you have that? Or,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
yeah.
I can see it on the side.
The resolution just spells out the dates for, it's not really a public hearing, but it's a meeting where you will receive public comment on the budget, and then there'll be another date when you can actually set the budget. So you'll have time to hear from people and take that into account for the next meeting. And so the page on the back, the list of numbers is the same as what's on the chart.
Move to approve.
Move to approve, to pass it on to
This
the
resolution.
and then
And set that date for a
dates.
public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hansi, second by Mr. Dahl. Any comment?
No, so the number in the blank would be the 763,378 that would be put in. That's the amount they'll spread on the values. And maybe, Mr. Mayor, if I could, just to mention, again, this year, as I've done in the past, I'm keeping the bushel basket of properties, of which there's some of interest to each of you, in terms of what's happened to property taxes over the period of time since 2006, which was the last normal year before the flood, then through the flood period, and now what's happening in 2011. For two reasons. One, to see what's happening to the assessment process that the county assessor does, so that you keep tabs on his work, because we pay them, what, $4,000 a year to assess our community roughly? And then also what, you'll get a number in here that'll show what's happened with the numbers you just adopted, so you'll know that that property, that's what will happen to their property taxes, inclusive of the school and the county taxes. So it'll have everything rolled in there, and you can keep tabs on how the community, I think, is doing. It involves both homes that were flooded, homes that weren't flooded, businesses that were flooded, businesses that weren't flooded, and industrial, which is your prime taxpayers, which are your prime taxpayers. So we'll get that pulled together as we get the information from the county.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. 8F, consideration of receiving a report